Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you're watching this video from. Hi, my name is Ekta Bansal, and today I will be taking you to a tour of virtual reality, the reality of future. So before we take on to that journey, let's close our eyes and imagine anything that we want to know. So you can imagine sitting on a beach. You can imagine walking with your best friend. You can imagine your childhood days in your hometown. You can imagine being your parents. You can imagine being with your kids when they were younger. So when you imagine all of that, you see how our mind process those images of what we have lived, what we have experienced, or what we want to experience. Our mind processes that images and takes on to that feeling of how we would feel or how we used to feel when we had those experiences. So this is how virtual reality also works. Virtual reality is nothing but a generated simulation of 3D images of an created environment that can be interacted with, and you can feel that it is real. And with the help of technology, with the help of VR headsets, with the help of simulating machines, you can feel that this is real. You can interact with that. So how about if I say that imagine a world with in a sea imagine a world in with sea dragons. You cannot, because you have not lived it. You do not know how it used to look like. But virtual reality enables us to look and feel of how it used to feel like, or how those creatures used to exist. So I'll quickly go to a video wherein we can meet some of those sea dragons.
Welcome to the world-famous Natural History Museum in London. You're now standing in the Fossil Marine Reptile Gallery.
So you can see that these 3D videos, that's the beauty of VR, that being sitting anywhere, I can experience a whole new world. I can be uh, in London to see this incredible marine reptile gallery. And I can also not just see it on a video. I can play around with it. I can see what all is there. I can rotate it 360 degrees to see how the ceilings looks like in that zone. I can zoom it in here. I can see how it is created. I can see what the flooring looks like. So this is the beauty of 3D videos. Now, since we are seeing it on a computer, we have limited options. But when we are in a VR headset watching this video, watching these videos, we know that we are in a different world. We are actually standing there.
While dinosaurs ruled on land, these strange creatures dominated the oceans. These are all plesiosaurs. Their sharp teeth and long necks earned them the nickname sea dragons. But a far more dangerous predator roamed the Jurassic Sea, the Ramaliosaurus. This extraordinary creature was like nothing that exists today. It used its keen eyesight and sensitive snout to track down prey. the Ramaliosaurus gradually disappeared from our waters and became extinct over 170 million years ago.
So you saw how it changed the effects, the graphics, and it pretty seemed pretty real that it was right here. So it has extended. It is not existing in our worlds, but we could feel and we could see how it used to be. So that's the beauty of virtual reality. Now, before we go and see how it revolutionized our industries, we would like to discuss certain myths about it. First, virtual reality is very expensive. The headsets are very expensive, and it is not an easy affair to afford them. When it was first launched, the first headset in 1980s, it costed around $350,000. But guess what? Now, the Oculus Quest headset, which is by Facebook, it is only costing around $399. And also, Google Cardboards are in a pretty affordable range where you can experience the virtual reality in your budget. Second myth is that you can have nausea, it is not user friendly, you'll get headaches. But no, companies are working extensively to enhance user experience. They have reduced latency times, which used to cause nausea, and now use companies which are primarily VR driven, they are focusing on user comfort. So, no, you are not going to have nausea when you are experiencing a virtual reality. Third common myth is it is only for entertainment industry, gaming industry. But no, we are going to discuss how virtual reality is is in every domain, is in every industry that you can imagine, from retail, tourism to education. It is making an impact. Fourth common myth is virtual reality is antisocial and you're locked in a room with no friends and it is all virtual world. But no, it is not that. It is the new era of socializing. You can hang out with your friends, meet your colleagues. Facebook Horizon, it's a virtually social infrastructure where you are actually creating your digital avatars and be with your friends in wherever infrastructure you want to be. I saw a recent post wherein a wedding was conducted in a metaverse. So these kind of realities are these kind of experiences are becoming the reality of today and maybe will guide in future as well. So these are the common myths of virtual reality. Now let's see what is in the store beyond gaming and entertainment. So, like we discussed, the gaming industry. So, here we can see that there are images of what it used to be, what is there today, and what can be the future with the help of virtual reality. So, here you can see kids are playing, people are there in the boardroom physically interacting with each other. A teacher is teaching on a class on a on a blackboard. Then letters, you can see handwritten letters that used to be in a communication mode. Now, where we have shifted already, maybe these concepts also were just concepts. What we are experiencing today can also be a concept a decade back or 20 years back. Someone would have imagined that this has been possible. And today, we are imagining, we are creating concepts of what it can be in the future. So today, what is gaming? What is entertainment? We are digitally connected with our friends. We are playing with them. We are downloading apps to connect with multiplayer environment and playing games digitally rather than going on board. We are connecting with our colleagues on Microsoft Teams, Zoom webinars, live videos, um, uh, Cisco WebEx. So these are the kind of tools that are imagining today. Imagine we are sitting at our homes doing all the work and yet being connected with our colleagues. So every team meeting, especially in the COVID times, we have connected with each other virtually over Teams. Digital content. Teachers are now focusing on digital content. Students also are not just limited to a traditional teaching methodology, but they can, you know, they can learn from anywhere in the world. They can learn whatever they want. What can be the future? Communication. We used to write letters, wait for months to get reply. Now we are just one phone call away from our friends and family. But what next? What comes next? So this is how human race has advanced itself. Now we are moving to a world where we want more of this digital infrastructure that we currently have. We want to interact with that. We don't want to see the screens. We want to be in that world. So, how virtual reality can help us enable that? In the gaming industry or the entertainment industry, we can actually be in that environment. I'll give you two names of two um, games that are popular in virtual reality segment: one astrobot rescue mission and Arizona Sunshine. And there are many other games with virtual reality enabled environment where you are in a different zone altogether. Must have seen the gaming zones that are built in shopping malls, where kids are there. I personally have used one. So I was there on a 150 store building, and it was merely 10 feet distance that I needed to cover on a plank, but it felt like I will fall down, and it felt very real. I knew deep inside that nothing is going to happen, but when I walked on that plank in the virtual simulated environment, I was too damn scared. So that's how environment and gaming industry is there. Next is education. How education is being revolutionized. So kids need an interactive way. They need to interact with the object. They need to, and that's why we used to build models, because we used to learn more. That's why we used to have activities so that we learn more, rather than just by reading and learning about those things. We do not tend to know what is there. So immersive VR education, unimmersive, they all are pioneer players in the VR environment, where they are enabling students to interact with their curriculum. They can interact with sun, they can be in that mode, they can interact with prehistoric eras, they can see how it is like to be on a spaceship, being an astronaut, or what is like to be a doctor. They see all of that. Apart that, there is a virtual speech academy wherein you tend to enhance your public speaking skills in a virtually enabled mode, and it gives you feedback, and it helps you improvise yourself. Then you have Mondly, that helps you learn foreign languages and help you practice in a virtually simulated environment of that particular country, of how it would feel like to interact with the person of that national. And then you can interact with stars. There is Skyview app. You can see how it feels like in that area. Not just these industries, in medical healthcare industry as well, virtual reality is playing a vital role. Virtual reality, Microsoft HoloLens has developed. uh, Microsoft HoloLens is a VR app that helps you scan the human body. It helps the medical professionals to to see how human body functions, and it thereby helps the medical professionals. Military training app. Vir- Virtra is a military training academy that helps the military training professionals in simulated environments. So it helps to cut down the cost as well, and you are preparing your personals for different zones. Tourism industry. Tourism industry also, uh, you can sit back at your home and experience anything that you want to. So I'll give you a quick snapshot of Google Expeditions. So let's see how Taj Mahal looks like in a VR environment. So, in sitting at the comfort of my home, I can actually browse how it looks like. So you can see it gives me the information about it. And if I am wearing a VR headset, then Yes, the experience becomes more friendly to me. I can see how it looks like. I can walk on these lawns. I can browse through anything. I can see the whole view of Agra city right from my desktop. Matterport is also a fine example of virtual reality. Matterport is a real estate in the real estate industry. So Matterport, what it does is it creates a 3D images of your building, and the users can actually hunt the real estate just from the app rather than going there and investing their physical time energy. You can sit back at your home and explore the property that you may want to purchase, lease, or if you even if you're going just for a vacation. So that's how virtual reality is impacting every industry that we see. What can be more to that? These are the things that we know that that companies are building, working upon. What is next? Can we create a uniquely crafted virtual environment for myself? Can I right now preserve the memories or 3D images and create a virtual reality for my future kids or future generations to come, to show them how it used to be my present? We used to hear from our grandchildren that in our times it used to be like this, it used to be like that, we used to enjoy that. But can we preserve these memories that we have right now, so that we can talk to our children and make them visit their past in the same manner as we have lived it? So that would be all. On that note, I would end my talk. Thank you so much for watching.